So, Glamour magazine in the UK just dropped its new Woman of the Year issue. And guess how many actual women made it on the cover? 0. Instead, they featured 9 biological men who are called the Dolls. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling is reacting. She said, quote, "I grew up in an era when mainstream women's magazine told girls they needed to be thinner and prettier. Now, mainstream women's magazine tell girls that men are better women than they are." Amazing. So, Kennedy, as one of the 2 biological women we have at the table, can you tell us what's going on with this here?
Guess who the second is? Yes, this is virtue signaling at its finest. And Glamour used to be kind of, at least editorially, a feminist magazine. It would be the kind of thing that J.K. Rowling would have been inspired by when she was an aspiring writer a couple decades ago. But now they have made the shift. And, you know, I look at some of these beauties on the cover, and, you know, I know that I have a lot to learn from them in terms of hair maintenance and skincare and being slightly more feminine. But I hate to say it, and I know I'm outnumbered at the table, but I am the giver of life.
Wrong show.
And that should still mean something here. And I hope there are more feminists that get riled up who continue to carve out spaces for women and instead of trying to erase them.
Yeah, that's one that they can't argue with yet, right? The giver of life part. Good for you. Harold, your rejoinder?
I don't have a rejoinder.
I knew that.
This is one of these things where, as you say, anarchist and elitist. I'm just a realist. I don't understand this, and perhaps if I read it closely, maybe I will. But the closeness that I've read it with, I line myself with J.K. Rowling's comments on this.
You do.
I do.
Greg, you're very much an advocate for Rowling here. Pick this up.
Well, I think the people on the cover of Glamour, kudos. They have balls for doing that.
But do they have ballroom?
I don't know. They're just, I didn't look that closely. This is why, okay, I think feminists can be the worst enemies of women because of what Gad Saad would call suicidal empathy. They would gladly throw each other under the bus to garner a brief flicker of attention through virtue signaling. Women's editors of women's magazines are the worst. I know them. And the biggest lie sold to consumers is that there's some kind of status afforded to women's magazines, like they know better about everything, but they don't. They're as insecure and as miserable as anybody on the planet, because as feminists, they are told certain things that are not true, that essentially go against what it is to be a woman. And as a biological female, I know this. The ugly truth is, in some cases, in many cases, feminism ends up at a dead end. The most misogynist of humans are women like Glamour, who now put men in dresses in front of women because fundamentally they are anti-women.
Yeah, and doesn't it have the feel of propaganda? You know, I think of Teen Vogue, right? And
yes.
You know, it does. The whole thing feels like an opera. I mean, I hate to always think that way, but it feels like a massive psyop. I mean, Joey, you would know about you're familiar with psyops. They want the kids here because, you know, Glamour magazine is one of those things that like your girlfriend had lying around the table. You know, as a guy, you never read it, but it was kind of always there. But this inculcates into kids something to aspire to. You know, right? Oh, I should be that, but I'm not.
Listen, J.K. Rowling has what we call FU money, right? Like that woman has created this world that people are infatuated with. If you don't believe me, go to Universal Studio and see the grown people with wands. It's really kind of weird, but she's really smart. And with that FU money, we get to hear what she actually thinks about things. Right. There's no filters. I mean, HBO just picked up Harry Potter for another series. She just went on X or one of them and skewered Emma Watson in the most passive-aggressive way. When she says something, whether I agree with it or not, I know that's what she believes. Yeah. And I appreciate that. I'm glad that Elon Musk, she still has a platform to do it on. And she's speaking the truth. We probably don't agree on anything American politics-wise other than something like this, but I'm glad that she's still there because I think she does still have an influence. And this Glamour magazine thing, all I know is we have a supermodel for a first lady who is a fashion icon of herself. They won't touch her with a 10-foot pole, but they'll put 10 freaks on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah, very, very true. You know, and Rowling has a great story, too. And, you know, you never hear it in this context. You know, she's been canceled.
Self-made woman.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.